In 2017, a shy 19-year-old girl stepped into the Pinoy Big Brother house. By the night of March 5, 2017, she had shocked millions. She was no longer just a contestant. She was a star. Her rise did not stop inside the house. Within weeks, her first album went platinum. Crowds sang her name. But the surprise grew even bigger. In just 2 years, she walked on a stage no Filipina had ever reached. She closed Arab Fashion Week in Dubai, one girl from the Philippines making global history. But behind the glamour was another story, raised mostly by her grandparents while her mother worked abroad. Her success was not just about talent, it was about resilience, sacrifice, and dreams that refused to die. Today, at only 28 years old, she has awards, wealth, and international credits. She is a singer, /an actress, /a model. But fame also brought heartbreak, and one hidden truth about her lavish lifestyle may surprise you. This is the story of Maymay Entrata, her career, her age, her family, her net worth, and the lifestyle behind the headlines. Before the lights, before the cameras, there were only auditions. Countless auditions. Each one ending the same way: rejection. But she refused to stop. In 2017, she finally walked through the doors of Pinoy Big Brother. A shy 19-year-old, unsure of her place, yet burning with hope. Every night inside the house, viewers saw her heart, her laughter, her honesty, her unpolished charm. She was not pretending, she was just Maymay. And slowly, millions connected to her story. Then came the night that changed everything. March 5th, 2017. The Lucky 7 winner was announced. Her name filled the air. Confetti fell. The shy girl from Cagayan de Oro had just become a star. The crowd outside screamed her name. Her tears fell harder than the fireworks. She could not believe it. From being raised by her grandparents to standing on the biggest stage in the Philippines, her dream had come true. It was more than a title. It was proof that even the underdog can win. But that victory came with a question. Would she fade after the show, like so many before her? Or would she turn this moment into something greater? The world had just met Maymay Entrata. But what happened after the confetti fell? Was she a one-hit wonder or something more? The confetti had barely settled when the next call came. Weeks after Pinoy Big Brother, Maymay signed with Star Music. She was no longer just a reality star, she was now a recording artist. In late 2017, her debut album dropped. The response was instant. It went gold in days. It went platinum in months. Songs played on radios. Fans memorized every lyric. And soon the stage lights grew even brighter. Her first solo concert, The Dream. At the Sky Dome, the lines stretched outside. Fans chanted her name as if she were already an icon. When she walked out, the cheers shook the walls. The girl who once feared she was not enough now commanded an entire arena. Every note carried her story. Every tear on stage carried her journey. By 2019, she released her second album. The success proved it was not a fluke. She was here to stay. In just 2 years, she had gone from unknown teenager to platinum-selling star. From auditions that ended in heartbreak to arenas filled with thousands. But music was only one path. The cameras were calling again, not for singing, for something bigger. What about acting? Could Maymay transform once more and conquer the screen? Music gave her a stage, but acting gave her a kingdom. In 2017, Maymay starred in her first film, Loving in Tandem. It was her first test outside reality TV. And audiences showed up. Her charm was the same, real, raw, and impossible to ignore. From there, the offers kept coming, primetime dramas, /TV specials, /guest roles. She was no longer just Maymay the singer, she was Maymay the actress. Then came the leap. In 2019, she appeared in Hello, Love, Goodbye. The film shattered records, earning more than 880 million pesos worldwide. It became the highest-grossing Filipino film of all time. Even though she was not the lead, her presence was felt. She was now in the circle of the box office queens. By 2024, she was part of one of the country's biggest franchises. From TV newbie to standing beside legends in record-breaking films, her rise was undeniable. Each role carried her further from the shy teenager the world first met. She proved she could hold her own with the best. For fans, it was a thrill. For critics, it was proof. For Maymay, it was another dream checked off the list, but her journey was not stopping at the screen, because soon the world's biggest fashion runways would call her name. How did she leap from local stardom to international fashion history? Acting made her famous, but fashion made her historic. In 2018, Maymay began working with world-class designers. Then came her biggest leap. In Dubai, she walked the runway for Furna One, the Filipino designer behind global couture. But this was no ordinary show. She closed Arab Fashion Week, the first Filipina to ever do it. One girl from a provincial town, now ending one of the world's most watched shows. The cameras flashed, the crowd gasped. For Maymay, every step carried the pride of a nation. Back home, Filipinos watched the clips with tears and pride. A Filipina was walking among global icons, and she wasn't just a guest. She was the finale. Her face soon appeared in high-profile magazines, even Vogue-level spreads. From local star to international model in one leap. The transformation stunned many. How could someone once rejected in auditions now walk the world's runways? It was a story of resilience. It was proof that dreams travel farther than borders. For Maymay, fashion became more than glamour. It became a statement that Filipinos could stand tall on the world stage. And for her fans, it was a victory they shared. But behind the lights and catwalks, another truth waited. Who really stood beside her, helping her climb from small-town girl to international icon? Behind the fame, there was always family. Maymay was raised mostly by her grandparents. Her mother worked in Japan, sending money home, sacrificing years apart for her children's future. It was a childhood built on separation, but also resilience. Every award, every applause, Maymay credited to her family. She said it again and again, they were her strength. But fame never erased responsibility. Even as she filmed, recorded, and walked runways, she carried the weight of being a daughter and granddaughter. She knew her family's sacrifices had built the foundation she stood on. Then, in mid-2025, tragedy struck. Her mother passed away. The news broke across the Philippines. Fans mourned with her. But for Maymay, it was more than headlines. It was heartbreak. The woman who gave up everything abroad would never see the full measure of her daughter's success. In interviews, Maymay's voice broke as she spoke of her mother's sacrifices. And yet, she carried on. Because now, more than ever, she felt she owed her victories to her family's memory. Her story was no longer just about music, acting, or fashion. It was about gratitude, about honoring those who raised her when the world didn't believe in her. But as her family shaped her values, another question lingered. How did she handle the world's curiosity about her love life and relationships? Fame brings lights, and lights bring questions. From the moment Maymay won Pinoy Big Brother, people wanted to know about her love life. For years, she stayed quiet. Then, in 2022, she confirmed what many suspected. She had a Canadian boyfriend. Photos surfaced. Posts hinted at happiness. For a moment, fans celebrated with her. But by 2024, the story changed. The relationship ended. Headlines wanted details. Social media demanded answers. But Maymay gave none. She chose privacy. She refused to let gossip take over her career. Instead, she put her focus back on her work, singing, acting, modeling. While others used drama to stay in the spotlight, she chose silence. That silence became her shield. It also became her mystery. Fans began to ask, if she could hide her love life so carefully, what else could she keep private? The question grew louder. Was she also hiding the truth about her wealth? The magazines called her lifestyle lavish. But was it real luxury, or just the image of fame? Behind the shows, the music, the runways, how much had she really earned? The audience wanted numbers. They wanted the truth. So what exactly is Maymay Entrata's net worth in 2025? Fame gave her many stages, and each stage brought income. From albums that went platinum, from movies that broke records, from endorsements with brands like Vivo, Vice Cosmetics, and Megan Beauty. By 2025, the numbers added up. Her estimated wealth stood between $1 to $2 million. Not the highest in showbiz, but far beyond what most could dream. How could someone look so extravagant on stage and live so grounded in private? That was the hidden secret. Her lifestyle was indeed lavish, but only in moments of spotlight. Behind it all, she chose a life that kept her feet on the ground. In a world where stars crash under pressure, that balance became her shield. So what does her journey reveal about success itself? The truth is clear. Maymay's real luxury is not in mansions or sports cars. Her luxury is control of her career, her family, and her image. The so-called lavish lifestyle was never about spending. It was about living life on her own terms. The lesson is simple. Fame can be loud and flashy, but lasting success is built on discipline. From Camiguan to Dubai, from small-town girl to global face, her rise proves it. At 28 in 2025, she shows the world a new kind of lavish. So ask yourself, what's more valuable? Wealth you can spend or a life you can truly own? Maymay Entrata's story is proof. Fame can rise high without losing humility. From reality TV to music, acting, and fashion, she showed that discipline and gratitude can outshine the flash. We traced her career, her age, her family, her net worth, and the hidden truth of her lifestyle. It was never about gold or mansions. It was about balance, faith, and control. Subscribe now for more inspiring stories of stars behind the spotlight. And tell us, do you think Maymay's quiet luxury is the future of stardom? Or do fans still crave the flash?